Today is World Mosquito Day. Mosquitoes are more than just unpleasant summertime bugs. They carry deadly diseases which claim the lives of over 500,000 people annually. The day commemorates the day malaria parasites were discovered in 1897, and this revelation completely changed how we understood the blood-sucking insects. Although more creative prevention strategies and medicinal treatments have been developed over time, climate change has given rise to a boost in mosquito population. New diseases have been detected across the world, especially in America, and this has resulted in a boom in the spraying industry, which has bad news for the environment. Our next report getting you the details. Take a look.
This is an increasingly familiar sight in the American cities and suburbs. Workers spraying yards for mosquitoes. These blood-sucking insects have long been a global headache, a bane for backyard barbecues, and carriers of serious diseases in the tropical nations. Now, climate change has widened the insect's range and extended its prime season. More and more Americans are now resorting to professional yard spraying. The industry is booming this season.
Well, if you like to be outside, it certainly makes it more pleasant not to be swatting mosquitoes and worrying about, all the issues. And if you have pets, it certainly makes it summer more enjoyable not to have to be concerned about ticks on them.
But the chemical bombardment is beginning to worry scientists. The overuse of pesticides is harming pollinators and worsening the growing threat to birds. According to the journal Biological Conservation, more than 40% of insect species worldwide are threatened with extinction, including some pollinator bees and butterflies, and spraying companies are multiplying with the surging demand. They claim that they are trying to minimize pollinator losses, but there's collateral damage which cannot be ignored.
Yeah, if you're using a toxic chemical that's toxic to certain types of species like insects, you might expect to see some collateral damage.
We need our pollinators, right? They're incredibly important, but at the same time, we need to eliminate mosquitoes that vector diseases.
In 2020, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported dramatic increases in illness spread by mosquitoes. And the West Nile viruses have turned up in the U.S. Asian tiger and yellow fever types of mosquitoes are now common in southern states. Then there's a Michigan mosquito season. Meanwhile, the revenue from mosquito spraying has soared. Exterminators are adding mosquitoes to their traditional services. The federal government says chemicals are safe for humans and mostly non-toxic to birds. But they are deadly to fish and bees and kill insects, which is a source of food for birds. The Mosquito Control Association says companies first should clear out mosquito breeding areas and spray only when needed.
One of our dogs likes to eat wood chips from the landscaping. I haven't figured out how to stop that yet. But if he's going to do that, and there's a synthetic insecticide on it, that's a great concern.
Climate experts say that warm weather varieties of mosquitoes are increasingly turning up. It facilitates the boom in mosquito population. Increasing temperatures enable mosquitoes to survive at higher latitudes, extending the season when mosquitoes and viruses can proliferate. This increases the risk geographically and seasonally. So keep in mind to use preventive measures to lower the risk of mosquito-borne diseases. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.